Was it? Wow. Well, I appreciate you, coming on our podcast, Gabriel, and
Thank you.
spend time. Like my sister, I think saw your content with you posting these single guys are your clients,
Yeah.
and it's so cool. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I've done a few. Some obviously went very viral
yeah,
while like the one that went very viral, like we didn't expect to go that far.
mhm.
Considering that at first, the one that has 8 million views now on Instagram, um,
8 million.
8 million on Instagram and four and a half on TikTok. Originally, he didn't want me to, the guy in the video didn't want me to tag him, but then
Yeah,
he saw that like it went crazy. He's like,
yeah,
well, I might as well get a bit of followers. And I was like, yeah, man, who knows? It was
yeah,
for fun. It was mostly just to kickstart, more my branding as a hairstylist.
yeah.
And by doing these like viral videos and all that, you basically just push you get a lot of engagement.
Completely, 100%, which is, like, so important right now is, like, having that viral content helps your business as a
Yeah.
you run your own barbershop, right?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
what's your
it's
barbershop called?
Fitted Studio.
Oh,
It's
nice.
a small private studio in Montreal. I have myself and two other guys that work with me. Um, and I've been doing this. I mean, 2 days ago, it's on the 7th of February. We've been open for 5 years now.
No way.
So yeah, the timing is just right. And yeah, it's been going pretty busy. Like me myself, I'm grateful to be busy even in the coldest months of the city.
Yeah.
Um, and we're just slowly trying to, grow a bit more and a bit more, just like anybody else.
Now the 2 other guys that work with you who are also barbers, how did you connect with them? What's their yeah,
Um,
how'd you both all meet?
Originally, I had two partners, and then with time, we decided to go our own ways.
Mhm,
And on the first week, one of my one of my the first barber I hired was this
mhm.
kid that I used to cut when he was 12, 13 years old. And then at
Yeah.
around 14 years old, he was cutting hair at home. And by 15, 16, he's like, yo, I saw you got a free spot at your shop. Can I work with you? And I'm like, come on in. And then that was summer of 24. And by the end of summer, the second guy joined me, and
Wow.
they've been together. We've been all the three of us together since already a year and a half now.
Wow.
So
That's
I
incredible.
you choose the right person, and you stick with them. That's how I see it.
And you provide the opportunity for them, which is
I
amazing.
try
Like,
to.
you yeah,
I
yeah.
try to. I try to, make them better barbers, make them better stylists, and
Well,
together we also grow, whether it is as a owner, as an educator, or them as barbers and professionals.
yeah.
So, you know, also have a bigger clientele that helps a lot.
Right.
Yeah, we just elevation, right?
Yeah. And when you're with your clients, you it seems like you develop like a big like a good deep bond with them. You become almost friends with your clients. So do you feel like that or?
For most of them, yes.
Mhm.
I would. I'm a bit guilty of, sometimes being a bit too friendly with some clients, as in, you know, uh, I'm the type of person, if you were my client and I run into you outside, I'm not shy of striking a conversation. If I see you at a bar, I mean, we're getting a shot, stuff like
Yeah.
that. I think
Yeah.
it's part of the community you're building. It's part of like the relationship you're building, and being cold and distant in a non-professional workspace, and then at work you're like this super warm and like come over and feel comfortable. It's like there's a disparity,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't make sense. So I show that same love in and out of my workspace.
Alright, so that's a good point you bring up because and I was talking to somebody else the other day about this. I think I was talking to a person who's a therapist.
Mhm.
She just joined my network, my singles network, and she was saying basically that, like, she's an advocate for boundaries at the work spot versus, like, of yourself, of your own energy. Like, a lot of times for myself, I like to be fully present. I love to, like, be emotionally, like, there for my clients and get to know them on a deep level, be authentic, genuine. But sometimes for myself, it takes a lot of energy to do that. Like, since I'm so fully present, it takes a lot of energy. And so by the end of my workday, I can be feeling drained or tired. When you're working as a barber and you're cutting, like, when you're having conversation and all those things, how do you keep up your stamina? How do you keep up your energy if you're going and being so authentic, being so, like, warm to your client, your clients, all that stuff?
Um, well, I'd say, first of all, I think it helps being, somebody who's already very, like, outgoing. I'm somewhat of an extrovert, I have no
Yeah.
issues. I can talk. If I wanted to, I could definitely talk. Sometimes I get carried. Um, and I think it's just also like if my client also has a nice positive energy and I
Mhm.
have one too, then it just bounces back. So physically, yes, by the end of the day, I'll be tired because I've been setting for 10 hours and cutting hair for 10 hours. So physically I'm tired, but um all in all, I mean just my mental state is not that, like, oh, I'm not exhausted. You know what I mean? Like I can keep going on. It's okay. Um if let's say after a busy day I have to go to get to a restaurant with some friends, like I'm
Mhm.
not calling it out because I'm already drained. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to also point out just to kind of like a parallel to what I'm saying is this you can also I'd say if let's say you have a bad client that comes in with just about a negative energy
Yeah.
and it reflects on you, it definitely ruins your day, or at least it ruins a bit your energy.
Mhm.
So that's the thing. It's not just myself, it also needs to be coming from the client itself.
Mhm.
And as much as a good one or a bad client um can just, affect the rest of your day.
True, yeah. And that's when you're in the service industry and you're trying to just impact people in a beneficial way, it's like you're gonna have those amazing clients that are gonna be really cool, make you feel relaxed, make you feel good, make you feel like you're not drained, and then these other clients that come in totally can, like,
Oh,
kill, like, how you're feeling, right? So,
yeah,
that
it's almost like draining, you know?
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
So
yeah,
for
it's
yourself and your barbershop, is it a cool design inside? Do you have, like, liquor bottles around? Do you have, like, records on the wall? Like, what's the vibe in there?
I try to keep it, let's say,
Oh, okay.
um fairly minimal, as in I don't have a lot of stuff. Well, I mean, it's complicated. So the reason why it's complicated is because, like I said, it's a private studio. So I have
Mhm,
a very small space.
mhm.
We're three barbers and we're like almost like um too uncomfortably close, yet it still works out. But you see throughout, let's say, the paintings on the wall or the little like figurines and collectible around the shop that okay, like these guys okay, you see like a bit of hip hop culture here and there. You see a bit of like um Dragon Ball collectible, so anime, cartoons, whatsoever. For my station specifically, which is a lot of, I get a lot of questions about it. I have a ton of stickers of
Mhm,
in my station. It's kind of like these let's say toolkits for like construction workers,
mhm.
and I've put a ton of stickers on it from different brands, restaurants, and bars from the city. So it basically showcases, let's say, the fact that like, oh, I love my city. I love also other service workers and industry and the industry that is in the city. And
Mhm.
this is my way to kind of like rep it,
That's so cool. That's amazing. Are you originally from Montreal?
Born and raised.
Born and raised. Wow, born and raised in
Yeah.
Montreal. And wow, that's incredible. And for you, how'd you get into hair? Like, how'd you get into being wanting to become a barber, going and starting that journey? What was that?
Um, Originally, I finished high school with the idea of going to college and university and all that to become
Yeah.
a French teacher.
Oh,
And
wow.
from French, yeah, and from French teacher, take it to like a higher level of education into potentially maybe teaching in the States.
Yeah.
Um, I had this idea like, oh, I have a keen advantage. I'm born and raised in Montreal. I did French school my entire life. So I'm coming in with such a great French background that like I'll like get a good job in the States, you know?
Yeah.
But um higher education wasn't for me. So
Yeah.
I quickly stopped it and then got into hairdressing because I was always like interested by it.
Mhm.
Um my mom definitely like uh kicked me in the butt to make sure I get registered in school or else it would have
Yeah.
taken me forever.
Mhm.
Um and from then on I was a bit young. I was like 18, 19. So I wasn't really interested in cutting women. That's when I got more into barbering. And now with my me being 27 today,
Yeah.
I kind of am more interested in doing, let's say, both. So there's a
And
maturity that comes with it, let's say.
you're 27 right now,
Yeah,
and that's incredible. You're doing a lot of amazing things at 27,
I
like
would try.
entrepreneurial. Yeah,
Thank
yeah, incredible.
you.
No, I value that so much because I've been doing my company. I'm 33 right now, but I've been doing my company for around like 5.5 years. So like, yeah, close to 5 years as well, like you.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's such a grind a lot of times, you know. But you know, I went to university and all these things, but it's funny because I feel like my degree, I finally got to use it while I was doing this work in matchmaking. Because I got my degree in anthropology, so I ended up like it
Mm,
being like the cultural side of anthropology. It works with matchmaking because I like
yeah,
studying
of
human
course.
behavior, all that stuff. So finally it works out, you know?
Yeah.
Now, now for you, when it comes to your hair is great, by the way. I think your hair, you got the great, how do you what was, is how long, how, is it been long for a while or, what's this? Yeah.
Um, Before COVID, I used to have it like buzz,
Yeah.
really like cholo style, like a number two on the top and a high fade. So basically, I look bald almost. And then
Wow.
I decided to grow it out. And since I'd say it's been 6 years that like I just got long hair. Um,
Wow.
I'm with long hair also like I don't need to cut it as often.
Yeah.
And I like to say that like, oh, I'm so busy as a barber, I don't even have time to to take care of myself because I'm so busy taking care of them, you know?
Yeah.
So, like there's like this expression where like, in French is wow, I'm missing it out right now. But it's like you don't look like a barber, but then again, like you don't need to look like a barber to cut hair.
Yeah. But I mean, it shows like, it looks like your hair is like, the texture looks great. It looks like you take care of it. Like, I don't know what products you use, but I feel
Yeah,
like it's tough to maintain. It's tougher to maintain longer hair. I feel like, at least for my
definitely,
experience.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow. And so when you're posting now, the videos, the content you post, which I think is great. I saw a lot of the videos. I watched them. Some of them are like like more like funny comedic bits. I think of like the experience of
yeah,
what it's like to work with a client, and then you have the ones where you're featuring a guy that you're a client of yours who is single. And with that, I was going through the comment section, and it's some of the comments I would see like them asking, "Are you single?" They're wondering if you were single. Do you ever get someone that shoots into your DMs because they
yeah.
see?
If it comes to me myself,
Yeah,
not really. I've had a
yeah,
few, yes. Um, the a lot of the comments where like they're asking if I'm single, to be fair, is usually some of my friends that like
oh yeah,
I'll yeah, like they'll come in and be like, "Oh, I'm interested in that cute brunette in the back." And so it's one of my best friend writing that. Same thing in
Yeah.
another post, it's another of my friends. But I've gotten messages and just, started conversations with different women. Unfortunately, the closest one lives in Michigan, for example.
Oh,
The
wow.
other
Yeah.
one lives on the other side of the world. So you see what I mean? Like it's like it went really like worldwide to a point
Yeah.
that even my clients I went viral.
Yeah.
There's maybe such a small percentage that are from Quebec or even Montreal that we there's not a lot of like ways to pursue it, you know?
Yeah. And how does that conversation go when you're talking to your client and you're asking, "Oh, do you want to be featured for this video?" Does it go well usually the conversation or
Um, at first we started with who was the first one? Oh yeah, we started because like I was doing a shooting, like media day, let's say at my shop. So
Yeah.
I got this guy coming in, my friend Nito from We Trendly, and so we start with a few videos every week, and
Mhm.
one of them was just about that new trend um of single clients. And I tell my current client like, hey, you want to shoot this? And he's like, sure, why not? And
Yeah.
so he was the first one to do it, and he hit like 500,000 in a few weeks. But then
Wow.
we're realizing like, yo, this is working way better than any other trend.
Mhm.
So we just started like pumping more of those until eventually we had the very viral one with the Brice
Mhm.
that made over 10 million throughout social media.
Wow.
Um, and then usually I just tell them like, yo, you want to do one? And they're a bit skeptical at first, but like
Yeah.
it's I like to tell people that it's just not a big deal. Like, dude, we're just doing this for fun. It doesn't matter. Worst comes to worst, you get a few DMs that message requests that you don't even have to respond. If it
Right.
works, it works.
Oh, it's
So
incredible. Yeah.
so I kind of slowed down a bit on it just because like eventually I don't want to base my entire career on comedy skits and making like single clients and all that. I like to take it a bit more of a professional step.
Yeah.
But all in all, I don't think like I would entirely stop it because it's fun and
Yeah.
the results that I've gotten from like some of these single clients telling me crazy stories from like messages and all that. Um, I mean, it works. It literally just works.
Oh my, it's incredible. It's way better than going on a dating app because usually a guy, if they're swiping on a dating app, it's like they have to do several hundred swipes to find someone that's maybe they'll connect with or something. And then they have to put in the energy to have these conversations to get off the app. And literally you are saying, hey, you're making like an advertisement for a person and you're promoting them
Yeah,
in a way that where they're looking fresh. Like you actually make them look great, obviously with their haircut incredible. If
yeah,
I'm a single guy, I'm going to your barbershop. Like, if I'm not even a single guy, just a guy in general, I'm going to your barbershop because of how that's yeah, how it looks.
I, um, I like to show the fact that like, we're taking a video right after the haircut. So you look like, you look great now. You got
Yeah,
the you got the cut, it's nice and clean, you're looking sharp. But on top of that, when I'm shooting the guy, the video, I tell them, bro, just smile, look at me, look at the camera, look at the mirror, like, okay, I look good there, look good here. Uh, let's dap up a little bit just to show the fact that like, oh, this guy looks chill. Well,
yeah,
in a picture on a Tinder profile, you can't really see that aspect of of whoever you're swiping on. And so
yeah,
we can tell, like, oh, this guy, let's say he's on the video and he's like, you can tell he's a bit shy on camera, so it's cute. And if you look at his pictures, maybe he's not smiling a lot, so maybe he doesn't look approachable, but turns out he's super approachable. So
yeah,
they're also shooting with me, which they know me very well. So it makes it a bit more easy to, I'd say more like less pressure.
Yeah.
So it just brings out the best out of everybody, you know?
Oh, completely. I think it's entertaining too, honestly, with social media, and I don't know how you manage all the responses in the comment section and such, but when I see some people post, like some of the women I saw post s asked you, "Oh, are they emotionally available?" You know, "Are they, like, smoking tobacco?" I don't know. There's, like, all these things of, you know, like, going and see if you're vetting these guys, and, it's hilarious to go you're like, "Just shoot him a DM. Just, like, message the guy,"
Straight up.
you know?
Straight
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
It's like
Oh,
we're not trying to get political here. We're not trying to get um into details, you know. Everybody has the rights to believe what they want and like what they want and what's your favorite show. It doesn't matter, you know? And
yeah.
worst comes to where you send a message, you get to talking to him. He's not your type, just move on, you know? All right. So it didn't work out. Not
Yeah,
that complicated, you know?
and yeah,
Yeah.
completely. How do you manage though, like with the social media upkeep? Like, how do you manage when you're having that many comments, you're having to film also content and all those things. Is that a lot of labor for you? Do you hire outside like groups to help you out? Like, what's the
Um, so when I was doing it like really like actively from September to November,
yeah?
I had again my friend Nito from We Trendly
Mhm,
came in every week. We had a set like of ideas, like videos or trends to shoot,
mhm,
and we have 2 3 hours, whatever, to shoot. Let's say we're doing 3 skits, like comedy or
yeah,
trends. We're doing one single client, let's say, if possible, and
yeah.
we're shooting one cinematic like ambiance of the shop, so something more professional,
Oh,
and
wow.
then that's every week. So then you spread out those 3 4 videos throughout the week, so you stay consistent.
Mhm.
And when you got a video that hits, you know, just about like you got a video that hits over 1 million views. Now,
Yeah,
let's say even if 10% of 1 million views clicks on your profile and looks at your other videos,
yeah.
even the worst video on your profile just now has an average viewing of 10 to 15K. So it
Mm,
boosts your engagement by so much. I've been a bit stagnant right now with the winter and like
mm.
just being very busy cutting hair and not really on social media, but I'm still averaging like 1 million engagement online, you know?
Yeah,
So being consistent is the key at the end of the day, you know? But if you can, you know, I try to have my team do that, like my guy do that, and then I'll post and write by myself. Some
mhm,
comments I'll reply, but
mhm.
when there's like over 5,000 comments, like I'm like, it's up to them. I don't care. I'm just a
Yeah,
barber.
yeah,
I
yeah,
just
exactly. But you see an uptick in your business, like, you see, like, guys will come in because they've seen content on social media. Will that
yeah.
ever happen? Oh,
Oh, for
wow.
sure, for sure.
Oh,
Absolutely.
wow. That's
Absolutely.
amazing. That's
Not a
cool.
lot
Yeah.
because
Mm.
um I went from 3.4 to 8.4 uh like thousand followers in 5 months. And those 5,000 followers, I'd say are 90% women.
Wow.
And they're from all over the world.
Yeah,
So obviously, like I wouldn't say like there are a lot of potential clients,
yeah,
but in Montreal, let's say, I've had people recognize me and say, "Oh yeah, I love your videos," or like, "Oh yeah, like I uh I booked you because I found you on Instagram or TikTok, or my girlfriend found you on Instagram and
yeah,
TikTok," and that helps, you
yeah.
know.
That's so cool, that's so cool. Now for yourself, currently in your dating life, are you single? Are you in a relationship? What's your story,
No, I'm
Gabriel?
single, man.
You are? Oh my god, that's
Yeah,
incredible. You're single. Wow, dude, you're such a great you from a matchmaking perspective, you're a great person to actually match with another. You're a high quality individual.
thank you.
For
I
you, are you
appreciate
on
it.
dating apps at all? Are you on the dating apps at all?
I have a few profiles, but I feel like most of them, that they become like ghost accounts because you're not active enough. So
Yeah.
like they're just inactive or whatever. I'd probably swipe or open Hinge maybe once every week or 2 weeks, and then swipe for 10 minutes until
Yeah.
I hit my limit
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Hinge, let's say, and
Yeah.
then not open it for the rest of the month. So again,
Wow.
if you're not consistent on it, you're not gonna get the numbers, right? Like it's a numbers
That's
game.
yeah.
And like same thing for like your social habits, I'd say.
Mhm.
If you don't have a job that like, you meet a lot of women, then you're not gonna meet a lot of women. And I cut 98% is just guys that I cut.
Right, right, yeah.
So, oh,
That's
sorry.
mhm.
So yeah, it just it's I'd say yeah, it's just like gotta meet women to then eventually maybe get a date and so on so on.
When if you go on a date, what's your preferred first date venue spot? Are you going to a bar, cocktail lounge, a restaurant, something active? What are you doing?
I think it depends the person.
Mhm,
I like to do something where I'm comfortable at. So
mhm,
I have like for example, I went on a date with this girl a few months ago, and we went to a restaurant, and it's a restaurant that I really like. It's a great spot, whatever, and they have a good wine list. So we took some wine, we get some food, whatever. But specifically for her, we had such
mhm,
a good conversation that we
mhm.
barely ate. Like we're just like
Wow.
picking each other's brain and all that. So then after that, we went to another bar. We have leftovers, so they refused us. So we keep walking to another one, and it was a great night, all around.
Yeah,
So like you don't like the whole concept of like, oh, I wouldn't bring a girl on a restaurant a first date. It's like
yeah,
there's no rules for it. A coffee date or restaurant or doing an activity, they're
uh-huh,
all good. I like
uh-huh.
to tell a lot of people that like, man, if you don't know what to do, just do something you're comfortable at. Feel like
Very fun.
if you feel comfortable, if you're feeling good, like she's gonna feel good too because it's gonna like bounce off of you
Mhm.
and it removes a bit of that pressure.
Yeah, completely. That's great advice. Do you do your, like, clients ever come to you while you're cutting their hair? Do they ever, like, ask you for dating tips?
Okay, dating tips? Sometimes, I'd say sometimes. Um,
Sometimes.
I would say more as in like I get a lot of questions about, yo, where should I go with her?
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Um, like again, myself, I'm not the person to tell you how to date and all that because myself, like I have a I don't have a lot of experience in that field.
mhm,
Um, and even let's say you were in a relationship for 5 years,
mhm,
it doesn't mean that you're great at dating. There's different situations. But
yeah,
it's just more so as in like hearing so many stories and so many perspectives and all that that you start realizing like a bit like, okay, what works and what doesn't work? Are you doing something that's like, a red flag and is gonna like screw up? Or
yeah.
or are you doing something good and you should keep on, going with that?
Wow. I like your
So it's a
perspective, I like your
it's
perspective. Yeah.
it's more so as in like, it's you hear so many things that like eventually you hear stories.
Yeah. Now for you, when it comes to, like, what you find attractive in a woman, now you have I see you have tattoos. Do you have any piercings as well?
No.
No piercing. Would a girl with tattoos, is that more attractive, would you say? Is that someone that would be more your type? Is there, like, a
Um,
physical
I love girls with tattoos. I
Mhm.
wouldn't say that having or not having tattoos would be a big deal breaker.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, if let's say I don't maybe if the same woman came with or without tattoos, I might
yeah,
prefer tattoos, but it's
yeah.
not like it's not a criteria, let's say.
Do you have if they're creative minded, are they more aligned with you, would you say, as compatibility wise? Would you say if they're coming from a creative background?
Um, the creative background is important for me because
Mhm.
we can relate in a lot of stuff, especially when you're someone of like in this industry that requires you to be creative, but
Yeah.
also to be productive.
Mm,
Like as in whether you're a tattoo artist or whether you work in the restoration uh, sector or you're
yeah.
a hairstylist also,
Mhm,
they all require a certain level of creativity, but
mhm,
you can be very lazy at both and do a
mhm.
minimum amount of money and whatever and be comfortable with it. For me, that's not my issue is not what you do as a job. It's more so as in like how hungry you are, you know? Are you happy with the bare minimum or you're somebody that wants, to succeed, that wants to push your career or business, whatever. For me, if we're not aligned in that way, it's hard to it's hard to take it to the next level, be serious, be long term, you know?
Yeah, completely. Yeah, someone also yeah, has to accept yeah, it makes sense if someone's ambitious and driven, they can accept your lifestyle of you being an entrepreneur, you having these, like, large dreams, and it's like you're passionate about what you do, someone else has to appreciate that. I hear a lot of people who they say, "Oh, I just want somebody with a stable career that's kind of that they get scared off by the entrepreneur." And I'm fortunate. I have a girlfriend who's accepting of my work background and stuff, and it's a lot. It can be because it's unconventional, but it's like you have like you have a dream and you want to be able to pursue it. You want to achieve it, and having a woman that's appreciative of that is
Yeah.
yeah, it's great. Yeah.
And the same thing goes for her, like um there's a difference, like, okay, she's supporting me, she's
Mhm.
happy, she's she wants me to succeed and have this business and all that, but in the same sense for her, if
Mhm.
she's just doing, let's say, like the not the bare minimum, but just, happy with a stable job and all that, versus
Yeah.
somebody who wants to push her own career and strive, and be driven, then that is something that I'm honestly a bit more attracted to. Like,
Nice.
simply enough.
That's great. That's amazing. Well, I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye out. You want it, and also a woman that's in the Montreal area would be nice. Is that or like
I mean,
in
yeah.
Quebec province? Is that okay? Or what? Yeah, I guess.
I mean, Montreal for sure. Like, I'm everything Montreal.
Yeah.
I'm
And
born and raised here, so yeah. If somebody in Montreal happens to uh, come in my path, you know what I mean? For sure, it's always better.
mhm.
But you never know where this can go. Also, you see, like, love
Y-
can be found everywhere.
it- Great line. It's true. It's true. Do you
Uh,
are you, are your parents are they both from Montreal originally?
so I'm from Chilean and Armenian descent,
Oh,
and
amazing. Yeah.
my mom, my dad is basically grew up here because in Chile you had this coup d'état, this I forgot the word, but like you had the Pinochet and he took over
Yeah.
um the government, like, and it was a huge thing, and then
Mhm.
um he came here at a very young age, so basically grew up in a Quebec and let's say a Quebec environment.
Yeah.
And so fast forward like 97, 98, my mom came to Montreal. She was working in the same office as my dad, and at one point it just clicked, and then I was here.
Wow, they met
Yeah.
at the office. Their meet cute story is at the office. They met at
Yeah.
the office.
Yeah.
Wow.
At first, my dad was kind of like her boss or something like that, like project leader,
Mhm.
and wasn't a very big fan of my mom because she just got here. Uh, she doesn't speak really French and all that. Like she's the new one, you know?
Yeah.
And so not really like click hitting it off at first. And
Mhm,
what's funny is that like at one point my mom was working on something and she's using like math and advanced physics on like paper, whatever,
mhm.
to work at work. And
Yeah.
my dad sees that and he's like, "Oh, so you like physics and all that?" And they're like, "Yeah, obviously." And that's how it clicked. So both my parents have a master and a bachelor's in physics.
Whoa.
Like my mom has a master, my dad a bachelor, and
Wow.
I didn't pass physics in high school.
Oh, dude, same here. My dad's a cancer doctor, and I flunked out of chemistry and everything. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I got
yeah.
being a matchmaker. So that's like, yeah,
Yeah, well,
funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
anywhere it
can
goes,
relate.
right?
Yeah. Now, okay, your dad, Chilean background. Did you watch the Super Bowl yesterday? Did you watch the halftime show at
Of
all? Did you
course.
watch the
Of
Bad
course.
Bunny?
Of course.
Oh,
The Benito
nice. Did you
Bowl,
like
bro.
it?
Come on. Oh, of
Yeah,
course. I loved it. I loved it personally.
yeah,
Um, I'm a big fan of Bad Bunny and his music, like that Latin pride, was felt over there.
yeah,
Also the whole concept of like unity instead of separating because we all look different, because at the end of the day we're all humans. That was
yeah.
beautiful. Uh, my dad isn't a big fan of Bad Bunny or just Latin music in general.
Mhm.
Um, just because like for him, salsa music just all sounds like salsa,
Yeah,
or it's the same thing, whatever. I'm like, all right,
yeah.
whatever, it's okay, it's fine. They all sound the same.
Mhm.
But all in all, like I was talking to a lot of my friends, and like it's just, you know, it was a great show. Well, better
Yeah.
than the game, that's for sure.
Yeah, better than the game. Oh my god. Yeah, the game was not great, but it was cool. Like, and I live in New York City, and so and my girlfriend, she's Dominican, and so like his like song Nueva
Nice,
York is just, like that's how they pronounce New York and like Puerto Ricans and
for
Dominicans.
sure. Por supuesto.
Yeah, yeah, there we go. So it was big. It was a proud moment for all of us. So yeah, it was very cool.
I didn't grow up as much with Latin culture when I was a
Mhm,
kid because
mhm,
and Montreal being a very bilingual language,
mhm,
sorry, like city,
mhm,
French being, such a pride in Quebec, which
mhm.
I understand. I love French language. I mean, I'm also became a French teacher. Um,
Right.
my dad really strongly pushed us when we were kids, like babies, to
Mhm.
learn French first,
Yeah.
English, and then eventually, we'll pick up Spanish. My mom completely opposite. She
Mhm.
spoke to me in Armenian 24/7, and
No
so
way.
I actually learned more back as when I was a kid. I knew
Mhm.
better Armenian than French, and then completely flipped.
Wow.
And in the recent years, I as a barber, I was working my first barber. One of my first real barber shop
Yeah.
was the owner was Latino. My coworker was Latino, so we had Latin music blasting every day, 24/7. So it really started clicking, like okay, like this is a vibe. This is a part of me, And
Wow.
when my friend, my one of my best friend is Peruvian and I'm Chilean, and there's this sort of like beef between two of our countries, but it's all love also. And so I try to be a little bit of a better representation and a better like uh a better in tune with my culture,
Mhm.
whether it's the Chilean side, the Latin side, or the Armenian side.
Yeah.
And my mom is, for example, doing basically she's restarting her whole life in Armenia just because of that sense of Armenian pride and with what's happening over there.
Mhm.
And like you got to respect it, like it's she's a lot of people would just say whatever, while
Yeah.
others they go back to their roots and work twice as hard to make it happen.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, I'm a huge fan of the Armenian community. I lived in Los Angeles for a while, so I mean, literally, Glendale is, it's like
It's all
second
Armenian.
place.
It's
Yeah.
the biggest Armenian community in the world.
Yeah, yeah, it's incredible, yeah. And is your mom, she's from Armenia?
Yeah, born at like
Oh, wow.
Yerevan. like born and raised.
Wow.
And then
That's
that
amazing.
was during the Soviet Union era and all that. So
Wow.
it wasn't the most glamorous
Yeah.
moment in Armenia.
Yeah.
And she went all throughout Russia, Israel, and then Montreal.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Her destination to come over to Montreal to meet your dad is wild. That's so fate.
Yeah,
It's
you know,
fate.
like that's what I'm. Well, that's that. We come back to the same point where like love can be anywhere, straight up. You
Honestly.
you
And
know,
you have a
like
big
unfortunately they're separated today,
yeah.
but yeah, you never know where it could have come.
No, honestly, and you know what? You're doing amazing stuff. I mean, obviously, the videos that my sister and I saw with you promoting your clients as single people were like great. But I mean, it's just yeah, you can see there's a lot of love in what you do, and yeah, congrats on all your success. Can you yeah, I guess go if you have any way like any like your website or contact information or social media if you'd like to promote it? Do you have how can we reach you basically? How can we find your stuff?
Um, my main account is Montreal Don B.
Don B. Okay.
On Instagram. I
Okay.
on TikTok also. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
That's me. That's myself. Like it's a professional account, but it's also my main account where sometimes I'll post a haircut and I'll post me at a party. It doesn't matter. And then
Yeah.
my barbershop is at Studio Faded
Mhm.
on Instagram and TikTok, and that's you know like that's what I'm trying to build eventually, little by little, and that's where
No,
people can find me, whether it is to inquire about a single client or to book a haircut. You know, that's the place.
amazing. Amazing. Well, Gabriel, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. We'll post and also when we post this, we will have all your contact info so that people can reach out, follow you, obviously, because you're an influencer, but also content creator, but also, you know, you're doing great work. And hopefully we can get, hopefully, you'll probably get a lot of matchmakers reaching out to you. I can imagine. They're going to be probably
That'd be
asking you,
cool. I mean,
yeah, you're
I don't
probably going to
mind.
have that. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
Well,
mind.
anyway,
I
yeah.
I had
Appreciate
this.
your time, man. Mhm.
My pleasure.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. You were going to say something. No, I'm so sorry.
It's just prior to this, my friend, I was telling him about this podcast, and I told him like, "Oh, you're going on a podcast? Like, oh boy, like, oh, don't don't go saying n'importe quoi." And all I wanted, my goal is to that like, oh, it's a matchmaking podcast. My goal is just to like have people come in to my shop and like feel good, and when they leave, just feel great, feel better. And so whether it is just about like coming in and you don't look great, but then after I'm posting you on a single client video and you're getting thousands of views and comments and all that, like for me, like I just made you look great, and that's a successful job, mission
Uh,
accomplished.
Love it. I love it. It means it's honestly, it's great. We need more people like you around. We need that.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, thank you.
No, no, 100% we do. We do. But yeah,
Ah,
Gabriel, I appreciate your time. And yeah, thanks. You're doing great work for your clients. And yeah, we are very appreciative of you being on.
right, it's been a pleasure.
All right, cool. Awesome. Thanks, man.